Podcasting for the verbal communicator. So most people interview using Skype. I had problems with Skype. I have a friend in Texas that I wanted to do a lot of podcasts with, and she couldn't get Skype to work. She's older, she's technically challenged. I tried lots of different systems, and it forced me to come up with different things. What I did with her then is Skype actually has a way that you can make phone calls, so I would just call her phone and record off that. But you can use a conferencing service that records, you can use FaceTime, you can use Google Hangouts, there's lots of ways to get in touch with people. Let's run through equipment quickly. Probably the first thing you need to have a little better sounding podcast is a microphone. First microphone I had was this little goofy headset. It worked. I could, hear what's happening, and I had this. By the way, if you're going to try and record through a Mac or something, Macs have pretty good speakers in them, pretty good microphones in them, but wear earbuds, because what happens is the mic cuts out when it hears you talking and in and out. If you got the earbuds on, it flows. What I want to say about headsets is two things. First of all, this can go into a 1/4-inch jack, and it unscrews, and it can go into the little jack in the side of your phone or your PC. Make sure if you're going to buy a headset, get one with an adjustable jack that changes. The other thing about a good headphone is you can hear the noise problems. When I have earbuds in, I can't hear the hiss in the background. When I got good headphones, I hear it. And then I can use Audacity to clean it up. This thing is a digital recorder. I record everything in here now instead of in my computer. It's better sound quality. It has battery, or you can plug it in. You can plug a mic right into it if you want to just record right on it, or you can take a line into it off my mixing board, which I'll show you in a minute. And the other thing is, these are microphones. I've done where I put this in the middle of a table, and I record an interview. There are times when I don't get out my microphone to record anything. I just do it right here, blah, 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 especially when I'm doing an intro. And my podcast starts with an intro. So I'll say, this week, my guest is Terry Watson, and we're going to talk about real estate agents and how to get motivated to sell more real estate. So stay tuned. Boom, pop out the card, put it in the computer, and edit it. Or you can just download it. It connects to your computer. This is a mixing board. And this gets a little more advanced. This little guy, $79. Not a lot of money in this thing. Pretty simple. You plug your mics in, and you can adjust the sound up and down. It's just like that big giant mixing board back there, but doesn't cost a lot. And this comes in handy when you're trying to get more complicated, or you're trying to interview multiple people in a room. You can have different microphones going in different channels and set them at different levels. Let's talk about microphones. This guy is the best one on the market. Maybe it's a girl. The best one out there for the money. This is the ATR 2100. It's in your resource guide. And here's why I like it. You get the microphone, you get the little baby stand, you get the little package, and you get 2 sets of cords. And one set of cords has got a USB end that can go right into your computer, so you can just record right in Audacity and you're all set. This microphone, I think currently is on Amazon for $57. Cheap, inexpensive, but good quality. Now there are mics at $250, $300. Get there when you have the money and the time. This is doing a great job for me, and it's really, really inexpensive. And lastly, you're going to need a lot of cables, because you got to hook everything together. You got to plug into this mixing board, so you're going to end up with what they call XLR cables, and you're going to have 1/4-inch jacks, and everything's got to connect together. This is for pop filter. You put it in front of your mic so your peas don't pop, and it's $10.